presenting their pitches. We're going to have a wonderful jury here. Montse Guardia is the Software Engineering Services Director at Technip. Philippe de l'Espèce, founder and CEO of Inteligencia Creativa. And you've already met Christina, so no introduction needed at this point. Our first pitching as a star competitor is going to be Blai Grande with Musicotech.
4.8 million audio equipment rentals. That means 4.8 million events or concerts where equipment such as this or these speakers was needed. This is last year in Europe. And this is where Musicotech comes in. Musicotech is a tool to organize these events or concerts in a quick, easy, and professional way. Because it really isn't easy. I don't know if anybody here has ever organized a concert, a speech, a DJ at a party somewhere. It's hard. There's a lot of technical equipment you need to know. I don't know if anybody knows how much power these speakers have. What this microphone is, what microphone they need for their own party. Where to get it, which companies can rent it, at what price I should be paying it. So Musicotech solves this in two ways. By the way, sorry, and this is a tech writer. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one, but tech writers are documents that you always need when you're organizing a concert. You need to know what it is. As a matter of fact, I spoke with the tech guy for the day today, I know it, and he was saying, yeah, I've used these before. This is always needed. So Musicotech solves this in two ways. The first way, it asks the musicians, or the concert, or the person giving the speech, to specify what they need in the tech writer on the online. Then you, the organizer, or anybody who's organizing, in one click, will be able to find what companies are renting the equipment, what equipment they need, and the prices, so they can find the best price. Now, we already have the Tech Writer creating tool. It's growing at 10% monthly rate. It's very popular among musicians. We've received very positive feedback from them. And they are using it and always saying, wow, we love this. As a matter of fact, you're standardizing the Tech Writer. Of course, technicians love this. Many people don't know what that means, but it's very, very useful. But we've already spoken to companies that rent that equipment, and they're very happy to work with us in the future. Now, what we need is funding to grow. To further develop our app, further develop our project, and to expand in Europe. We really believe, well, first of all, Musicotech, we love concerts, we love events, we love parties. Who doesn't? And we think that the same way that Airbnb is allowing anybody to be a hotel hostess, or Uber, or however you say that here, Uber is allowing people to be a taxi driver. We believe that with Musicotech, anybody can now be a professional concert organizer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there any questions, some feedback that you would like to give?
Show my hands.
They do it so well that it's difficult to tell them things. He was a bit accelerated at the beginning, but then he started slowing down. He always does. He's really a lot of energy there, so it's hard to slow down the passion he has on his project. So, which is great because you see it's really authentic and it's credible, and he has a lot of passion in what he says. Moving on stage was a bit difficult here, but it's very narrow, and I think the structure of the speech was very, very clear. I mean, he stated the problem, he said the solution, a solution related to his brand, and he gave some examples on how it works. A bit more on the side of the artist than on the side of the other users, maybe. So the second part was a bit missing now, but I think with a very good end, good hook, and great job.
Thank you very much. No, just finish.
I think Christina said almost everything. Just when you raise your problem, I think a more concrete example would be useful. Not only when you organize a concert or whatever, just give us a concrete example. What are the problems you can have at this point?
Okay.
Don't leave.
Yeah.
I really like it. Could you put very clearly what you need? Do you think somebody here can give you that? You connected to them that?
Well, first of all, I always love hearing feedback and opinions of people, of anybody, because potentially anybody could be a concert organizer. That's what we believe, so we really want to know what you think. And like Christina said, you never know when somebody has money, right? You see somebody there just scratching their pockets and seeing what they find. And then obviously if there's technicians, people that know about this, then I also really, really love having their feedback. So anything's welcome. We'll speak later. Thank you.
Next up, we have Marvin Steinbock. I never get that name right. Someday I will. With Cook Booth.
Okay, thank you, Rosa. So, my name is Marvin Steinbock. I'm co-founder of Cook Booth.
You love food very much. Its taste, its creativity, and intense flavor. You know how to cook. You know how to make a meal rock. And now everyone else can too. Create a beautiful step-by-step photo recipe while cooking. Take a picture of every step. Be sure to explain your technique. Save it to your books. Share it with the world.
Okay, think just one moment about the last really delicious meal you had at a restaurant. It was so good that you didn't want it to end. Or the time you had like the really nice filled tomatoes of your grandma. So maybe we're not going to enjoy those meals again because nobody has documented them. At Cook Booth, we want to inspire the way chefs and foodies connect through their recipes. It is the app that allows you to create beautiful step-by-step photo recipes while you're preparing them. And sharing what you know to make the best is the best way to promote your cooking. So it really is a digital library of all your most delicious recipes in one space. And this is an incredible value for chefs and for restaurant professionals to have all their recipes on all their devices all the time. By sharing just one photo recipe, you're creating a great piece of content that you can use in all your digital media and all your different profiles. The foodie trend is growing. There are more than 100 million people already using food apps and sharing pictures on Instagram. And they want to connect with chefs. The recipe management market is 1.5 billion. And the traditional cookbook market is 1.5 billion, and it needs to be digitalized. So what is really the difference of Cook Booth? While most apps are designed to search recipes, Cook Booth is made to create content. So chefs can create great content, they can use it to promote themselves, and they can even make money with it through sponsorship and through selling recipes. So what is our business model? Chefs, we know that chefs want to manage their content, manage their recipes, they want to promote themselves, and they want to sell it. So this is basically what we do. We launched the app in August 2013, last year, and it has been promoted from day one by Apple, and it has reached #1 in downloads in 82 countries. We are, as you can see, a very smiley team. We love to cook. We cook all the time at our office, and we are currently looking to integrate talent and expert into the team. As you can see, we could need a few girls or women out there. So what we're looking for, we're currently looking for investors who want to be our partners, who want to add value to the team, and who share our values. So if anybody wants to talk to me later, I would be happy about that. So Cook Booth is the social cooking experience, and it's not only online, it's not only on the application. We also create events. This is an event that we organized in Barcelona, and I invite you to join the social cooking experience. Thank you.
I will not comment your pitch because this is Christina, but I will say, what is the next step? So once you will get maybe this investor in the room, What will be for you? What is your dream?
We have just opened an office in London, so we are now talking to some really important and interesting chefs that are excited about joining the platform. So we are about to launch the Cookbooth Academy, which is a marketplace within Cookbooth where chefs can not only manage and promote their recipes, but they will also be able to sell them.
I think structure was quite clear. I missed the chin pun at the end. No, I mean the end of the speech was a bit going down instead of going up. And the second thing was you were talking about the global market, but without saying what is your objective within the market, or you go for the 1.5 billion people in the next 2 years. It's only the data I missed.
Okay, related to the content, I think it was very, very good what she said about structure. I agree with Philippe, but about the user experience, it was more emphasized towards chefs and not towards foodies and general audience. So for me, the user experience to the general public is missing. So, and it's there, and you have it very well prepared. So I think I would a bit emphasize that chefs, the digital library is very good for chefs, but also for anyone who cooks generally and wants to share with friends and family and social networks the recipes. And about the way you talk, great smile. She says smiling with you, and her smile is terrific. So great smile, great hands. The moving around a bit, but of course you were very hooked to the screen. So the more you practice this pitch, because it's a bit improvised and working very hard these days, the more you practice it, the more you will not be hooked to the screen, and it will go much better. You have seen she does good poses. She really calms down. But then, again, there are a lot here in this city. But then, I don't know if you realized, she has like a constant link throughout the sentences, which is the so. She says something so. So we'll try to skip down the so, and just silence, pause, which you do perfect, and then the next sentence. Very good, thank you.
And next we have Gerardo Diaz with Voiver.
Well, if I ask you to think about professional voiceover talents, I'm sure most of you will come up with radio and television. But if you think twice, most of the products we really enjoy today have voices on them. Think about video games, multimedia apps, e-learning products. They all have voices. Even my washing machine has a voice stored on it. Well, that's cool. We love voices, we really do. They are also very important for businesses. I'm sure you all remember the PlayStation audio brand. So that's what is Voiver about. Voiver is a professional voice-over marketplace. Voiver is the way, a smart and fast way to hire and find a voice from all over the world. Let me give you an example. Think about Paul. He wants to expand his startup to Brazil, so he needs to record a new audio track, a new Portuguese audio track for his product video. He tried offline, and studio recording fees were really high, and also there weren't enough audio, voices available. So he went online, but regular marketplaces took so long. They required him to wait a long time for voiceover talents and to send him beats and manual quotations. Finally, fortunately at Voiver, he was able to find the perfect voice and hire him straight away. Because at Voiver, you're able to find out immediately how much will the talent charge you and how long will it take the recording. Everything without waiting, beats, manual quotation, nothing like that. Okay? We are a strong team. We are with an engineer co-founder, and our business model is based commission-based. So we charge a small fee on every project we close in the platform, and we launched our beta 2 months ago, and are starting to get some good traction. So in our first recruiting campaign, we were able to reach 700 voiceover talents who uploaded 1,500 demos and work samples in 50 different languages. And we did that in just 3 weeks. But we are really happy because we are starting to sell. We are already selling projects now online. And we are happy to start giving the first paychecks to our artists. We are boosting the voice community. You have a say. We will really appreciate your feedback. So I invite you all to sign up online at voiver.com and let's make this together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gerardo. We'll proceed to the feedback.
I loved the presentation. We were telling with Rosa that presentation is really great. We loved it. And we like the project, very, very well introduced, good structure also. A good end, only the tone of voice had to be a bit more up at the end, like Chimpon thing. But it was the Chimpon just a bit disguised, so it's okay. He has a very, very nice voice. I mean, I don't know if you heard about the sound, but he has a very, very nice voice. The only thing that we want from him is more smile. A bit more music. You started with music, then it went down because you were a bit nervous. But with the smile, because you do good poses, with your smile, you would have reached no problem being nervous. We're all nervous when we go on stage. Who says it's not? I mean, of course we are. No? We are more comfortable on the sofa, just chatting with friends. But only with a smile, we would love that presentation because very good structure, very nice voice, very good project, right? So we want to hear and we want to see your smile, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Like that. Thank you.
Do you believe in the project?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe in the project?
Yes, I do.
That's it. Yeah, this is the only thing I miss because I think the structure was very good, especially the introduction. I mean, to raise the problem, but I miss this energy to say that you really believe in the project.
Thank you.
I really like the example about Portuguese Brazilian looking for voices. Yeah, I love Brazil, yes. Yes, I do. But I would like to know what is your vision? This is a global, you see that growing, how you will grow?
Well, it's actually the voice. Actually, the voiceover business is really big. There are even some other marketplaces here, and it's kind of mature market, but there are still some markets that are unattended, and mostly in Europe there are many countries, but there are many opportunities to grow. That's what we are doing. Thank you.
We'll find Italian voices also. Perfect.
I just wanted to say that the video that I played at the beginning, that was recorded with one of his voices.
And last but not least, Mika-san, with Weejay.
I'm very lucky to have such a young audience today because I'm here to talk about parties, something we all love. I want you to think about parties, great parties where you've been. I want you to think about you dancing with your friends, you're having a great time. I want you to think about festivals, I want you to think about bars, I want you to think about house parties, how crazy can they get. But then I want you to remember something that happens at every single party. There's that moment you think about one song, and it doesn't come. What is it? It just doesn't come. It just doesn't appear. Why is that? It might be a song that it's your favorite song. It might be the theme song of your group of friends. It might be the song you want to use to kiss that girl or something. And then, when you want the song, that's what happens. You usually have an unreachable DJ who either doesn't want to listen to you or you just can't get to talk to him. And if you're a house party, you have to fight over Spotify or unplug the iPod. I bet you all heard that sound. Which is a terrible sound. And usually at house parties you change the song, and it's like 20 seconds there's another drunken person putting on another song. So what I want is for you to keep calm and just vote for songs. Let's solve this problem, right? How? Weejay. We are the DJ. The party is the DJ. A very simple app which which uses an algorithm that analyzes the songs in a playlist and chooses which songs of that playlist work well with the song that's playing at the moment. Then those songs appear on every device at the party, simple click, and you voted for the song. The most voted song is the next one playing. And the moment it changes, the songs you can vote change again, and then you can vote again. Basically, what we're doing is collaborative playlists. Everyone has a device in their hand, they vote for a song, and then the music they want plays. It's your music, it's your party. This is done by Luz Manuel Serna, one of our dreamers here, a software engineer. We also work with Tilman Dingler, full stack web and mobile development, developer at Yahoo, and currently pursuing a PhD in ubiquitous computing. And myself, the clown in the room. I work in marketing and music and a little bit of business. So what I want you to do is to throw a party. This is what I'm asking you to do. We are developing a better version. I would like you to get in touch with us through our Twitter account, or of course get in touch with me personally. We want you to throw WeJ parties. We will help you organize it, we'll send you the better version, and we'll hope to get feedback from you. So thank you very much. I hope that you're ready for a WeJ party.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm impressed. So right now I'm just thinking on party. Let's do it. Sure. So I think that Christina and Philippe will ask you some things about, but myself I will focus really on what is the next step we will test. That was very clear. You asked to the audience, and it was clear what you want from them, so that was fantastic, and I love it. But how you will grow? How do you think, what will be the first step to grow?
Well, at the moment we're developing the app. It's not 100% finished yet. Then we want to start testing it with people, be really lean, take it really slow. But we also have some contacts with the Stoner Music Festival. I hope most of you know about it. And we also trying to reach out for the Grupo Amnesia, which run clubs like Pacha. So we have different fronts open at the moment, nothing 100% defined, but we would like to start slowly with house parties, small clubs, and then make a big boom, either a star DJ or a big festival like Sonar or big clubs like Pacha.
I think little to say to add to that. I think it's one of the best examples of an introduction. No? Everybody was like that after 10 seconds. So you got the audience and the structure was very clean. And I was asking before for energy. I think I had energy.
Well, that passion is really what we want. So great passion, nice smile, very, very nice voice. Also the accent, we love that accent. It's really... the mise-en-scène was also very good. The way he moves on stage, which is the most difficult thing to do, and he moves well. He's a bit of a dancer, so he does well. He normally talks really like a speedboat. It's impossible to understand what he says, because his passion is like, wow. But today, and we told him, please, 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 bit of, calm down. He was doing it very, very good. You should have heard him before. It's like, no, please, stop. So very, very good. Everyone has, well, I have to say, because you have this, on your hand, but normally you tend to point at people, and you were doing a bit the same. So try never point to people like this. It's like, you do like that, with the whole hand, never with one finger, right? So you tend to do it, and I saw it a bit disguised through that, but it was there. Every person has an emblema. And a lot of people, you see it after a long time, and this is his emblema. But for him, it's very clear what his emblema in public speaking is. Did everyone realize what his emblema, what his really personal sign, personal branding in public speaking is in his face? I told Rosa, she knows. But anyone saw it? An emblema?
You guys were not listening.
No, they didn't have to listen. They had to look at you and not at the screen. But shrugging the nose, always like this. It's his emblema, absolutely. And it's great, it's authentic, it's him. So it's very, very good when someone has an emblema like this. So now we know his emblema, we're gonna see the other ones, what the emblemas are. But it's very nice when someone has an emblema and uses it well. So the shrugging the nose thing was a very nice one.
All about challenges, and I think we still have 15 minutes from the plan, and I just made up a new thing that we might want to do. If somebody wants to do it, I'm just going to throw out a challenge and see if somebody's brave enough in the audience to come up and give a pitch. So I'm sure that most of you have your projects. If anybody wants to just come up here and get some feedback from this marvelous jury, it's your 3 minutes of fame. Nobody? We're in the Spanish crowd.
We promise.
We'll be good. Nobody wants to try? Nobody wants to try? Does anybody have a question they would like to ask them? No questions? Okay, then we'll proceed to the... You guys want to... Come on. Sure? Yay!
Hello, I'm gonna talk to you about something you may have never seen or yes. Our tool is directly for those who want to teach, and even if you haven't thought of it, you have many things to share with many people, and maybe you don't have the ways to do it. But if technology fits that and fixes that gap between your knowledge and the way you can share it with people, then we're making it forward, because now it's easier for you to explain what your experience taught you and what you know to other people. So you don't need to be a teacher and work at a school to teach to people. I'm talking to you about Picast, which is a new tool, and you could define it as an online whiteboard. All right? So there are many tools which do that, but you don't need to download a thing. You just click on the web, and then you get an online whiteboard to work with. You only need, for example, well, you need hardware, of course. You need maybe a tablet, a graphic tablet, or a digital whiteboard. Both work pretty good. So then, the only thing you need to do is to start explaining your thing and giving a lesson of whatever you want. Biology, math, whatever. And it automatically is recording online on our servers. And then, when you stop, that is available for your students. So then you don't need to upload it after doing it, or you don't need to tag it. It automatically fits in the server, in your account, and students have it at the point of their tips whenever they want. So that is Picast without any software downloading. You can start teaching right now. Thank you.
Clear? I think we are, well, at least myself, I'm just wondering, that's only for teaching education, or it's open to companies?
Teach whatever you know.
So it could be companies.
As far as you know, it could be, sorry, what? Company.
Could be for a company, no? For an enterprise.
Oh, yeah, sure. For example, if you want to teach, if you want to teach your employees how, how the food works in your company, how the system works, you just can make a PowerPoint like this or slides, and then just open up our web on your browser, and with simply one of these tablets, which are pretty cheap right now, about $70 or so, you just write and explain everything. You can erase, you can put PDFs and export whatever you want to explain it, your personal drawing or sketches you've made before, and make notes. And your voice is automatically recorded, because as we're not perfect, of course you won't remember everything I said. If I had Picast here while I explained you, now I would just tell you, okay, now you have it available. If you want to just check out something, you don't have to take notes, because everything is there, just with the link.
Okay, good. I think you can use the voices.
First, congrats, because I think every time you have the opportunity to make a pitch, use it, don't lose it. It's an opportunity to improve. So I think congrats for that first. The only thing I would say maybe to improve the introduction, which was not very concrete at all. I mean, at the first minute I did not understand what it was about. Later it was very clear, and also it was improvised. No? But I would say your first example maybe could be a little bit more concrete. The only way.
Well, congrats for the brave man, because brave. And this brave man was also passionate, so a lot of passion in his speech, which is great. I mean, we love passion, we love people talking with passion. But then this passion sometimes tends to bring you a lot of high speed, right? So don't lose your passion because it's great. Don't lose your smile. Don't lose the way you look at people, but try to slow down. Because otherwise, also, it's a bit difficult to understand some words, and we're like hooked to that word, and then a lot of other words come by. So you have to help the others to understand.
That's why you should use PCAST.
Exactly. Right. Good point, right? So very good passion, very good look, very good smile, but slow down a bit, right? Hand in the pocket, and hands like this.
Yeah, do they have it in their pocket?
Only one. Only one. It can be an emblem. It's not really anything we say. It's not a must. We're not telling about dogmas, but I would use your hands because you're very expressive.
Okay.
And you're very active in your gesture. So use your hands, just talk to us like this. No. It's cool, right? To talk like this, but and here we're in a very casual atmosphere. But depending on, you know, with whom you talk, having the hand here in your pocket is not really, you know, what you want. So I would just use your hands because you do it very well, so don't put them in the pocket, all right? Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
So that's all for today. We're going to wrap it up, and we're going to mingle here for a couple minutes. If you have any questions or anything, we're here for a while. So thank you for coming, and we'll see you next month.